After roughly 7 years on the market, the PlayStation Vita's final year is at last upon us. With support for the system set to end in 2019, I thought it'd be fun to take a look at some of the last somewhat high-profile games coming to the system. So without further ado, let's begin. Number 5. Shovel Knight King of Cards. The final chapter in the Treasure Trove saga, King of Cards puts you in the shoes of King Knight, exploring 4 new worlds as you attempt to overpower the 3 kings who rule over the land on your quest for power. Returning from past Shovel Knight adventures are the game's beautiful art style, excellent platforming, memorable bosses, and awesome score. Collect loot, amass followers, and unlock new abilities as you progress through your journey. In addition to the platforming gameplay Shovel Knight's known for, King of Cards also features a card minigame to partake in, along with an assortment of challenge stages. Shovel Knight King of Cards will launch digitally in North America and Europe on April 9th, and is included as free DLC for those who already own Shovel Knight Treasure Trove on Vita. Number 4. Val Thoris. From the developers of 2016's Slain, this heavy metal-infused 2D action platformer follows Therion, a man who returns to his home planet of Val Thoris in hopes of overthrowing the darkness that's consumed it. The game's hardcore metal soundtrack sets it apart from most platformers, along with its handcrafted pixel art style and brutal, gory gameplay. As a fan of Slain who is disappointed by that game's performance issues on Vita, I'm excited to see whether or not Val Thoris fares better on Sony's portable. Val Thoris is currently set to launch on Vita sometime in 2019. Number 3. Sense, a cyberpunk ghost story. Inspired by survival horror games like Fatal Frame and Clock Tower, Sense, a cyberpunk ghost story is a 2.5D horror game. Set in Hong Kong in the year 2083, Sense follows a young woman who's forced to question her own perception of reality as she digs deeper into a centuries-old mystery in the ruins of an old Chinese apartment complex. Its gameplay mainly revolves around the player interacting with different things in the environment and engaging in dialogue with NPCs. Featuring a cool Blade Runner-esque new aesthetic, Sense's hand-painted art style is absolutely gorgeous. Sense, a cyberpunk ghost story, is set to launch on Vita sometime in 2019. Number 2. Catherine Full Body. 2011's excellent puzzle platformer Catherine is officially coming to Vita next year in the form of this remaster of the original game. For the uninitiated, Catherine follows a man named Vincent Brooks who finds himself experiencing nightmares after his girlfriend begins talking to him about commitment. Things only get worse after Vincent sleeps with another girl named Catherine, at which point the nightmares only intensify. Developed by Atlus's Persona team, Catherine's gameplay is mainly broken up into 2 main categories. There are the real-life sections in which you chat with friends and make morality decisions, choices that ultimately dictate the course of the game's story, and then there are Vincent's nightmares, which essentially serve as challenging puzzle sections. In addition to a graphical touch-up, Full Body also packs an online mode, a host of new gameplay features, a new love interest named Rin, and an assortment of additional endings and chapters to play through. If you've never experienced the strange yet endearing tale of Catherine, then Full Body serves as the perfect introduction, so long as you're ready to face some seriously challenging puzzles. Catherine Full Body releases on February 14th on Vita in Japan, though a Western release has not been set as of yet. Number 1. Shakedown Hawaii. The follow-up to 2012's awesome Retro City Rampage, Shakedown Hawaii is the last set to launch on Vita in early 2019. Like Rampage before it, Hawaii boasts an open world to explore and wreak havoc in. In addition to Rampage's old-school 8-bit aesthetic, Hawaii also brings back its predecessor's protagonist, who is now an aging CEO who set his sights on building an empire and burning down the competition. Slowly take over the entire island as you acquire businesses, eliminate competitors, and complete a variety of open-world missions. Employ an assortment of tactics, from misleading ads to service fees on your way to the top. The game's vibrant and partially destructible game world boasts over 200 enterable buildings, from paint shops to clothing stores. Your character is also fully customizable, and can even be given certain augmentations that affect gameplay, like getting knee replacements to run faster. Shakedown Hawaii's charming game world is completely open for you to explore, whether by foot, car, or boat. In addition to free roam, Hawaii also features an arcade and story mode, the latter of which is split between 3 protagonists, GTA 5 style. In a way, having Retro City Rampage, one of Vita's more prominent titles from the old days, be getting a sequel in the last year of its life almost feels like a journey that's at last coming full circle. Shakedown Hawaii is set to launch on Vita sometime early next year. As the Vita at last approaches the finish line, we still have a handful of promising games to look forward to in the months to come. Hopefully at least one of the games I've showcased today has piqued your interest. They may not be the AAA blockbusters that peppered the Vita's early years, but each of the 5 games showcased here offers up something interesting and unique, be it in terms of gameplay, visuals, story, or all of the above. I've had a blast covering the Vita in 2018, and look forward to covering its final months as we enter 2019. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, this has been Fixation.